Hey folks, beautiful day in the UP. Let's talk about how to grind hexa chain. So first, let's talk a little bit about geometry and how I arrived at my recipe to grind this chain. So we have a hexagon. Inside the hexagon, we have two equilateral triangles, which means all the angles are equal and the lengths of the sides are equal. So, all the angles on a hexagon are 120 degrees. 120 divided by 4 equals 30 degrees, which is further verified through the equilateral triangles. All the angles on a triangle add up to 180 degrees. 60, 120, 180. Half of that is 30 degrees each side. So we started at 120 minus 60 is 120. So that means the remaining two angles, both of these triangles are equal, are 30 degrees. So, if you were hand filing hexa chain, you would use a hexagon file. So how are we going to grind this with a grinder for round ground chain? This is the wheel I chose to use. We need to dress the wheel so that we can grind it. How are we going to do that? This is the wheel. Dotted lines are not there, but used to get our angles so that we can understand how we need to dress this wheel to be able to grind the hexa chain. So, let's go back to this one quick. This is the corner that's down in, this is the angle we need to know. It's 120 degrees from the horizontal plane, 60 degrees. From the 90, 30 degrees. Remember, we already did that here. $30 degrees at angle. So, we need a 30-degree angle. We need to be able to grind a 30-degree angle. So, we're going to start by putting a 20-degree angle on the edge of our wheel. We can't put 30 degrees on the wheel because we're limited by the travel of the grinder. My grinder only goes to 40 degrees. And I'm willing to bet yours does too. 90 degrees is the start of the grinder from the horizontal plane. 0 degrees, 40 degrees, 90 degrees. So why are we putting 20? Well, I can only tilt my head on my grinder to 40 degrees. We need to have 30. the 30-degree grind angle plus the 20-degree angle we cut on the wheel equals 50 degrees. 90 minus 50 equals 40. That will cut your 30-degree angle. Now, all that being said, when you figure out the rest of the angles on your grinding wheel, these two lines are parallel, so this is also 40 degrees from here to here. We have 90 degrees from here, from this line to this line. So what's left? 50 degrees. Well, these numbers do not add to 120, which would be this dotted line. Here to here. It only adds to 110. But this is grinding down in the gullet, and that is irrelevant what that angle is. The angle we're worried about is this 30-degree angle, and this is going to get you there. Grinder head angles. Adjust the wheel at 20-degree angle. We're going to set our head at 70 degrees. 90 minus 20 equals 70. To grind the chain, 90 minus 50 equals 40. Let's go over dressing the wheel. Here's the grinder we're going to be using. Oregon grinder for grinding round ground chain. I've already used this wheel previously, but we will go over how to properly dress this wheel. As you can see in the picture right here. The picture, it's the video. This is our 20-degree angle. How did I get that there? First, we're going to set our grinder to 0 degrees. Second, here's our angles up at the top. We'll set the head to 90. Get our depth adjustment out of the way. So what do we need to do this? You need your dressing stone. First, we're gonna dress the wheel flat, or this surface and this surface perpendicular, 90 degrees. Lower the wheel down gently till it touches. Slide out the dresser. This wheel came with the round edge for grinding the round ground chain. We need to get that off of there. So you'll just do this until it's 90 degrees, flat on the bottom. Simple. Now, how are we going to get that 20 on there? Well, we already said we need to adjust our angle to 70 degrees. 90 minus 20 equals 70. Move my adjuster out of the way. We're actually going to use that. What we need to do this is what I have. This is a 1, 2, 3 block. If you know a machinist, you can get one of these from him. I happen to be a machinist for many, many years, so I have all this stuff readily available. So you can see how close we are. We need room to get that dresser in there. Dresser has to fit between the two. Just keep moving our depth gauge back. Now it fits. Slides right between there. So we can go forward with the depth setting. Right there. Can you hear that? It's touching. So I'm gonna back off just a little bit. Okay, there it is. It's not touching. So let's turn on the grinder. Crank it a little bit. It touched. Hear it? A little bit more. You just got to keep doing this until you got enough. Go slow. Because I've previously done this, that is enough dress on this wheel. So that's all you need. Focus. There we go. Well, you guys can see it. Here's our 20-degree angle. So now, to grind the chain, go back to our head. Go to 40 degrees. Lock it in. Now, Stihl says that the top plate angle is at 25 degrees on their rapid hexa chain. In the previous video that I made testing this chain, that is what I ground it to. 25 degrees, no tilt on the clamp. So here's the chain we're gonna grind it on. It's just round ground chain. Now I'm gonna do this in stages. I'm gonna cut a little bit off the tooth, go to the next one. I'm not cutting it all at one time so that I don't overheat the tooth. So how far did that get us? Wasn't very much. Quite a bit. We're almost there already. We didn't cut much off of that. So we'll just adjust our depth a little more. Cut a little more off the tooth. See a burr on the top of this chain. I don't like this chain, that's why I'm grinding her up. Kind of hot. Jam on it, see if I can get it gone. Nope. That's why I don't like this chain. Now let's look at the grinding wheel. Do we have enough? Did we put enough 20-degree angle on there? And this is how you'll be able to check. It's really hard to see in the video, but here is the corner of what we dressed on there for the 20-degree angle. Now you can see the black line is where the tooth is. So we got plenty of wheel there to do this. So, besides that burr that I can't seem to get off of there, this tooth is sharp. So what's that look like? Oh, there you can see it good. So the actual depth setting on the grinder is too deep. We cut too far into that gullet. You don't need to be that far. See, we just hit the straps. So I'm going to turn this up a little more because I don't want to keep doing that. And let's grind another tooth, but let's sneak up on it a little slower. The wheel kind of seems like it might be a little plugged also. So I made it around that chain one time, and you can see this wheel. It's plugged right up. And it's just, this chain is not very hard. And I'll just tell you, I don't like this chain. And this chain is Archer chain. To me, it's soft. Some of you guys probably like it, and I'm happy for you. But I just, personally, I don't like the chain. I don't like how it grinds, and I don't like how it cuts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to redress this 20 degrees. I'm going to move my dresser a little faster across the wheel so I can get a little coarser dress on it. Maybe my dress was too fine, but like I said, this is my experience with Archer chain. Yours may be different, and that's okay. Alright, so I redressed that wheel. Sorry, my air compressor's running. You can see all that black is gone. What that was is material plugged up in the stone. So we'll reset this up. We'll try grinding again, see if it works any better. I don't know if you could see that. Just barely see it. A little burr is coming off now. I also adjusted the depth of the cut. That's what the profile should look more like. You can see that it's not totally cut down to this flat here. Oh, looks like we got a little more to take off of it. But I'm gonna go around this whole loop, and then I'll come back and reset my depth of cut, take another cut. Alright, I made it all the way around, set another depth of cut. That should be good. Let's look at the chain. Burr rolls right off. And it's, the whole surface is ground now. You can see that. And there you have it. That is a round chain. This side's not done yet. To a hexa. Guys, please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you know how to do this better than me, please chime in. Thank you.